Yes, greetings. My name is Andy. I am the Brit in Hungary, and we're doing yet another facelift project. It never ends. So this is our biggest room, like that. But I was sitting teaching here a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it looked really, really awful, and it needed a bit of a facelift. So that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, so colour change. And yeah, they've got these big tables. I always think it looks really unfriendly in a classroom when you've got lots of big tables. So I'm going to, there's a carpenter come in this afternoon, hopefully, shortly, and he's going to cut them into 4. So instead of having 3 big tables, we're going to have 12 little ones, which would make it a bit more, yeah, a bit more friendly, hopefully. When we bought this place, it had been completely empty for about 11 years, I think. No heating, nothing. And it had been, you know, left to the ravages of the Hungarian winter, and there was a lot of ice damage to the plumbing and the radiators in particular. And of the 17 radiators in the building, I think 12 of them had sprung leaks because of the ice. They'd just basically burst, and a few of the pipes had frozen and burst, and the heat exchanger for the hot water in the boiler had burst as well. So that was one of the challenges when we bought the place. I had to sort of patch everything up and get everything working. And the day the central heating actually fired up, I couldn't actually believe it. Yeah, it was an absolute miracle. I've been wanting to replace it for absolutely ages, but never got round to it. And now we've got to, because it's starting to clap out, it's starting to fail. So hopefully we can get a brand new condensing boiler fitted. Save us about 30% on the gas, and it should be able to keep the whole place a little bit warmer and supply enough hot water. Yeah, so here's a classic demonstration of what I was talking about with the popped radiators. This is one that was repaired, blimey, about 4 years ago, and you can see where when it's frozen, it's sort of like almost popped the spot welds, because you know it was so full. And you can see here where it's bulged out. But yeah, I think this was probably the worst one in the whole building, but I managed to repair it. But it's just sort of kind of started to leak again, so it's time to replace it. So this is the trusty old banger of a boiler. Again, this was really, really badly damaged by ice and frost. But yeah, miraculously I managed to sort of patch it all up and get it working. And it's, yeah, my 3 DIY rules have always been like no electricity, no water, no gas. I failed on the first 2 because I just couldn't get a decent electrician or a decent plumber, so I've had to do those. But there is no way I am doing gas. That's no way. So I've actually got a proper central heating engineer. He's going to come Wednesday or Thursday, hopefully, and he's going to rip this out and put a new one in. Well, goodbye, old friend. Cool, we've spent some hours together, haven't we? Look at this. Cool. Lovely. Really nice. The guys have just popped off for some lunch, but hopefully they're going to fire it up when they get back. Always. Yeah, it's about -7. I kind of picked a bad day to clean the pool, really. Yeah, so my cunning plan, we've got sort of 2 parties this weekend, and I thought people might want to sort of sit in the pool. So I've emptied all the water out to give it a clean because it was getting a bit scummy. And I made the fatal mistake. I've got this pump that drains it really, really quickly, and I made the mistake of leaving it turned off for about 30 minutes, and it's completely frozen. The pipe's completely frozen. So now I'm screwed. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because the hose to refill it is frozen solid, and in fact the whole tap is completely frozen. I can't move the tap, so it's all a bit academic anyway, really. Oh well, never mind. Well, that's a stroke of luck. The bright sunshine has melted the ice, and we can fill the pool. Yeah, although it's got 4 hours to warm up. I don't think it's going to make it for tonight, but it'll be okay for tomorrow. Yeah, it's a funny old world. I've got to cook twice on the grill this weekend. I didn't have any firewood, and there was a massive storm the other night, and the tree over the road has dropped loads of branches. Get in. Yeah, so last night I helped myself to sort of half a tree, so now we've got enough wood for several months, I imagine. Just got to saw it up now. It didn't all go smoothly chopping the wood, unfortunately, as well as the tree. There was a pallet, and as I was hacking the pallet to pieces with the axe, a bit with a nail in sort of jumped off and went clean through my hand. So there's the entrance wound there, and the exit wound is there on my palm. Classic YouTuber, my first thought was to get it on video, but I would have probably made you puke. It was pretty bad. But yeah, no damage done. No damage done. It went straight through, no bone, nerves, muscles or anything, and it's perfectly fine now. Yeah, but the old grill's in fine fettle anyway. Yeah, I fitted the new chimney pot a couple of weeks ago, and I had a few sort of sleepless nights worrying about the weight that was on this arch. So I chickened out of it, and I've put this this bar all the way through, just to take a bit of tension from the arch, because I had visions of the whole thing just come and collapsing while we're on holiday. But yeah, I'm a bit more relaxed now. Yeah. Boys and fire. It's one of those things you never grow out of, isn't it? Fantastic. A new boiler, absolutely yes, mate. In fact, it's a bit too good. We the first night we had it on, we got into work the following morning, and the guests had got all the windows open. It was so hot, it was absolutely roasting. So yeah, it's heating the place easily. Yeah, just ticking over really. So very pleased indeed. Yes. So it's a beautiful Monday morning, and today we is off to Szeged because we is going to buy lots of new industrial carpet for the new classroom, because I really want to get that finished this week. Right, here we go, carpet shop. Mission accomplished. Awesome. Yeah, a few days into this now. Tables taken away, and they've come back chopped into quarters, so that looks very good. Yeah, I always had a problem with this room being really cold, so one of the first things I did, I fitted a new radiator, and in conjunction with the new boiler, that's making an amazing difference. It's quite hard to do plumbing in this place because all the pipes are under the concrete, so it's a bit sort of Frankenstein-y, but I've tapped it into the sort of outflow of this existing rad here. So yeah, not pretty, but it works. We can hide that. So yeah, so today I've got quite an easy day again today. So yeah, clear the junk and get the carpet finished. That would be lovely. Okay, all done. Are you ready for this? This is a big transformation. 3, 2, 1. What do you reckon to that? And my little friend still keeping his beady eye on everybody. So this is the slightly less glamorous part of being in the hotel business. Good morning. Yeah, couldn't get anyone to come in and do the cleaning this morning, so I've got to do it myself. What a bummer. What a bummer. I used to do this all the time, and I've got sort of quite used to not doing it. Oh well. At least from some of the less sort of classy guests, we've had things like the batteries stolen from the smoke detectors and the carbon monoxide detector. We've even had batteries stolen from the remote control for the TV before now. So they're all on a checklist. These things that you never think about when you first start doing this, but yeah. And the other thing that's quite bizarre, have you ever wondered why hotels have white towels? Yeah, so have I. But we found that the white towels never get stolen. The only towels that get stolen are the coloured ones. So yeah, this is awful. We tend to vet the guests. If they look like trouble, we give them white ones, and if they look like nice people, we give them the coloured ones. So yeah, the coloured towels get stolen, but the white ones don't. How bizarre! All finished. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, there's a big festival in town this weekend, and also in Mohaj, and it's been really difficult to get accommodation anywhere in town for months. So this is yeah, people are paying a bit of a premium for this weekend. This guy, he's bringing 7 people, so we've got 4 in here, which is going to be a bit cosy, and 3 in a 2-person flat next door. So yeah, it's going to be very cosy. Yeah, so the other 3 are going to come in here. I love coming in here. This is my favourite room. I built this about a year ago, and it's just lovely. This is our best cellar. Yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, the guy, I've just got to finish making the beds and give it a hoover, and we're ready to go. And like I say, the guy spent a lot of money this weekend, so I'm feeling a bit soppy. I might buy him a bottle of wine or something and leave it on the table. But then again, if I do that, on booking reviews, they'll say it was cheap and it was shit, and why wasn't it Moe or something? Yeah, so I don't know. Bit of a dilemma, really. So it's Sunday, and today I is cooking beef stew. I love my grill, barbecue, oven, cooker thing. It's great. So that's that little job finished. Yeah, very pleased with that. It's made a big difference. So right, had a weekend off and back to work again. I'm just on my way around to look at the newest project. This is my first proper look at it. It's a small flat that we've had for quite a while. It's been on a sort of a long-term rent. There's been a guy who's been living there for a couple of years, but we put the rent up, and he got the ump and left. Which is great because now it's empty. We can convert it into another short-term property, for rooms, for apartments, and yeah, we can make much more money out of it. But unfortunately, it needs a little bit of a few changes to optimize it. So I'm just on my way around there now with my tape measure and my notebook, and we'll probably try and get cracking tomorrow. Yeah, so my daughter, her years of playing Sims have come in really useful. She's sort of floor planned everything out for me, and all I've got to do is build it to her specifications. So here, we'd like to put another miniature bedroom in, so we can just about, I build a partition wall sort of in this corner here, and we can put a double bed in there, a nice slidey door to save space, another sort of bed settee, folding bed settee just here, I don't know, a few cupboards and a big TV on the wall, and either replace that or cover it with something a bit prettier. Yeah. Bathroom's good to go, really. Just needs tidying up a bit. Although I don't really like that. I might put a shower in there eventually. And in here, well, yeah, pretty much as is, really. Everything, yeah, that looks awful. So we'll get rid of that and perhaps sell these and get something a bit sort of more modern. Then dining table there, 4 chairs, and yeah, so the job's a good one. There's not an awful lot we need to do, really. Good. Well, I'm a bit less daunted by that now. That doesn't seem like too bad a little project. Yeah, I've had to make a decision the last few weeks. I've got so much to do, like with the business and everything, and not enough time. So I no longer work at the college as a lecturer. I've taken the decision to pack it all in and to spend a bit more time on this kind of stuff. So yeah, it wasn't a decision I took sort of lightly, really, but yeah, something had to give. So I've been in, given my laptop back, taken all my library books back, and yeah, that's it. So I've got a lot more spare time this year, and so I can invest my time in these kind of projects. I only ever took that job as COVID insurance, to be perfectly honest. I wasn't sure how it was going to affect the businesses and the language school and everything. So it was just insurance in case anything went wrong, but everything's fine, absolutely fine. So never mind. Time to move on. Right, here we are, 3 hours later, 55 meters of timber for the new partition. Let's go. Well, what's that, about 3 or 4 hours frantic grafting. Look, and we've built the room. So yeah, welcome to the new bedroom. Ooh. Yeah, that's about it for this week, really. I've well, for a start, I've got to edit and upload this video, which is going to take me a little while. And yeah, Saturday tomorrow, I'm going to teach a conference in Budapest, so I won't be able to do a lot. I might come in. Well, we'll see how I feel. I might come in on Sunday and finish the plastering off. But it's been a very, very good week. Next week, like I say, there's the Budapest conference I've got to go to. The MRI scan and results. But yeah, I finally, hopefully, get the mystery of why my back has been absolutely ruined for the last 3 years. So that would be pretty good. And yeah, hopefully there'll be some really good news about this place. Hopefully it'll all be completely finished. But anyway, that's it for now. My name is Andy. I am the Brit covered in plaster. Live long and prosper.